Welcome to Extra presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. I think I'm finally figuring out what the jack of all trades and master of none means. Jack of all trades, master of none. I'm not there yet, but I understand how it works, and I definitely have almost a first-hand view from high above of it. And also the notion of being able to do multiple things at a time. I got to push back on that because that's just blatantly false and not true. Noob, thank you for joining, even if it's by mistake, but I'm not going to hold you any longer. If you want to proceed further forward, you can. If not, it's okay. This is a no judge zone. Nobody here will judge you. Nobody here will say a word. The people that's beside you right now or in front of you or on your mind, they won't say anything. In fact, they are probably listeners too. They're probably regs. We back at it again. Regs. We do what we do. Regs. This feels like every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way. Why? Because we got a special, unique bond. Well, it's special and unique, and we don't know what to call it. That's right. We don't know what to call it, but it's okay because one day, 1 month, 1 year, we will figure it out. We will know what to call it, and we will say, retroactively speaking, this is what it always was. This is what it always will be. This is what it is. We finally have the question answered to what it is. And until then, sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. Sharing is caring, but you should not share everything, even if you are built that way. Don't do it unless you want to. No judge zone. No judge zone. I think I got a good view of jack of all trades and master of none. And it's because I find myself in a rut. I find myself torn. I find myself being not stretched too thin, but not being singularly focused, but doing one or two things and just treading water, let's say. Treading water. Goals haven't been getting accomplished. Dates has been missed. Time has been wasted. And what have you. Even though I am actively progressing, but not at a pace that I deem is worthy. Not at a pace that is what I imagine. And it's not because of it usually take that long. It's because I find the effort isn't the normal effort that I'm able to put into something. And why is that? Because I am putting effort into other things. And when I'm stretched so thin and stretched out like a rubber man, but not the rubber band man, don't confuse the two. Please, I am not that guy. Don't approach me with that because I will say, I don't know what you talk about. I don't know what you speak of. And that would be the truth. That would be the truth. Unless we're talking about a song. And even when we're talking about the song, I don't represent the song either or either. You pick, you choose. But I'm not in that adventure. I am not in that adventure. There are goals and there's accomplishments and achievements that I would like to do and I set up for myself. And I know the amount or how hard I usually go at things. And let's just say having so many and being able to put in the effort that I need to put in is just not possible. How do I know? Because I've been trying it for the past 2 to 3 months and it's not working in that sense. So I got to switch it up. I got to put more effort into a few things that I can and that I'm able to be super, yes, duper focus on and give it an attention that it needs, and maybe circle back around later on for the other things after I reach certain benchmarks and goals on what I deem should go first. Because the way I'm doing it and the way it's working out is not working out. And that's the point. It is not working out at all. Because let's just say, I know now that trying to do multiple things at one time, trying to be many things at one time, trying to multitask in the true definition of multitasking, it cannot be done by me. Maybe you can do it because you are a robot. Maybe you can do it because you are a cyborg. Maybe you can do it because you are a liar. Trust me, I'm not judging. I'm just making an observation there. But I cannot. I can admit that now that I cannot do that. And there's some things that I definitely need to focus on and bring back to the forefront and be able to get where I need to go on those, and then come back sometime in the distant future for the other things that I map out in this progression, in this plan, in this path forward. But what's happening now, what's going on now is just not the case. It's just not happening. It's not even quicksand. It's just treading water, waiting for the sharks to come. You know the sharks are going to come, or some large animal that's in the ocean, because there are many animals in the ocean that will attack because you are food. And it's the biggest fish, or it's the biggest and the baddest that usually win. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. As I was saying, the jack of all trades and the master of none. Because if you were singly focused on one thing and you only had one thing to master, or one idea to grasp, one concept to perfect, in the sense of being the best at it, that would be easier because it's one. And once you do the one, you pick up and you see patterns, and you see stuff that repeats, the stuff that happens over and over and over and over again. And you're familiar with just about everything because you've seen just about everything possible with that concept, or with that idea, or with fill in the blank. I can't give you multiple choices because multiple choice will go all day. So I'm just going to give you a fill in the blank. When you are a jack of all trades, yeah, it's good, it's cool, you can do many things, but since you haven't been doing those many things for a long time, you don't really see all of the patterns, you don't really see all of the things that can happen. You can extrapolate, you can do some guesswork, but the experience just isn't there, because if it was, you'd be the master of it, or you would know just about everything, and you wouldn't have you wouldn't have time for the other things to be a master at. And so, jack of all trades, know a lot, can do a lot surfacely, but when it comes to the in-depth, when it comes to being an expert, when it comes to being the best of the best of the best, it ain't possible. Sure, a few can. I imagine there's about 10%, and within that 10%, there's actually one who actually can, and the others are attempting to. The others are attempting to. And that's what I say, and that's why I point out that I'm in that category now, and I need to refocus, and I need to hash out what's important and what's not important, because there's just not enough hours in the day, there's not enough time, and it's just not worth it. And I am not a perfectionist anymore. I'm reformed, but I do have tendencies to fall back in that trap. Bird, like voice. But I can't do it this time. Live and learn and let live, and all the other combinations of that. I just cannot do that anymore. I recognize what it is. I know what I need to do and what needs to be done, and it will take place. So don't tread water. Don't tread water. And if you are one of the 1% who can actually do and become an expert at multiple things, then just go ahead and do that. You are the best of the best of the best of the best of an elite bunch already. And if you're the other 9% that's trying, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody's worst enemy. No, 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 no. I care too much. I care too much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the website, Xtra, vdgsports.com. That is Xtra, vdgsports.com. Get to YouTube as well. Xtra, VDG, XTRA, VDG. Like, subscribe, share. Basically, do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must, comment if you may. People clap back. Yeah, that is a thing. If you're into sports, check out vdgsports.com, the website, and this is YouTube as well. If you like to see, or if you like that thing, VDG Sports, pretty easy, pretty simple. Noob that gave me the opportunity and a chance. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I would stand up, but my knee hurts, so I'm just going to sit down and just imagine that I'm standing up and giving you some flea claps. Regs, I'm just going to say this. I'm out.